doing well, sir. How about yourself? For us color folks, yes. I'm feeling great, feeling rejuvenated. Even if my Lakers are still losing, we're good over here. We're hanging in tight. 0-2 over. We're over. It'd be nice to play against Atlanta too. So no worries. Our two losses are both playoff teams, so not too concerned.
Let's try it again. I realized I was muted the entire time, but how's everybody doing? But I'm glad you all heard Brandon. That's why I don't ever mute myself when I do streams, because I always forget to unmute myself. I'm looking at the chat like, yo, we can't hear you, man. That music too loud. Yo, CK, we can't hear you. Apologize about that, y'all. What's good, everybody? I see my man Carter in the chat. We got a lot of people. Delano showing back up. Michael Sells. We got a lot of people showing to the show, coast to coast. Welcome. I'm sure what you gathered from what Brandon said, because you didn't hear my end, I was just talking about the fact that the Knicks are better than the Lakers because we're 1-2.
Oh Lord.
Look, man, I'm just trying to enjoy it while we can.
Get it in. I'll get it all out right now.
I'm enjoying it while I can, because the schedule's about to get rough. We got Golden State on Friday. Not looking for it. Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, we got Milwaukee tomorrow. Who you guys playing? You guys play tomorrow too. Why y'all keep playing the same day as us?
Spurs. Well, I don't know. You gotta talk to who organizes the schedule?
Some dude in a hut in Timbuktu. I don't know who does it, but whoever does it is a wizard to make all these damn schedules.
For real.
Like, I have no idea who's the one that controls that.
But blame him.
Yeah,
not me.
I'm gonna blame you. What's up, Scott? Scott MSP, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, shout out to Scott, because he is in every single one of my videos commenting the exact same thing. And I'm calling you out not to make fun of you, but to say that I've listened and it's in the works. Scott, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say what it is, but you know what I'm talking about, and I'm working on it.
Oh, that's what. Oh, okay, you're not gonna share?
I'm not gonna share, because Scott knows when Scott hears me say that, Scott's gonna be like, "Heck yeah, dude." Because every video, Scott knows what he says in my videos, and I'm not mad at him. I respect it. He's the consistent.
I'm gonna go snoop now.
You'll see him. Scott's there. That's my guy. Scott is always there.
Scott. I'm gonna be looking at you, dog.
Scott knows, but yes, that is the next one coming up. Scott, I got you, bro. I got you. I've been waiting, still made it late. Niels, you good, man? You good? Welcome. Yeah, man. Again, this is the second show of the year. Show number 2. I have a soundboard, but it's not ready yet. I got random sounds, like I got the we're gonna save it. Yeah, we're gonna save it for the next show, because it's not ready yet. But we're gonna have sound effects, and we got all kinds of things. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited, man. This year's gonna be fun. But again, for what I was going to say was, for people who are new to the show, this is an NBA show. Of course, we're going to talk about the Knicks and Lakers. He's a Laker fan. I'm a Knicks fan. We got to talk about them. It's what we do. But this show is mainly about the league in general. We talk about all the stuff that's going down, as you can see from the thumbnail, what one of the main topics is going to be. And the segue of the year goes to CK2K, as we talk about the fight of the century. And I'm not talking about Logan versus KSI, nor am I talking about Khabib versus Conor. I'm talking about
CP3 versus Ronda.
Yes.
That was quite a fight. Let me tell you, the 2-piece and the biscuit.
2-piece and he got one in. And then CP3 got a little smack.
Got his too.
Got a little smack in. Yeah, he got a smack in there. What's your Laker fan? What's your thoughts on everything? I know you tweeted out. I was gonna call you out. I was gonna save your tweet and put it on blast. But no, but you tweeted out that you were a little confused by the situation.
Yeah, like what in the hell? I understand that BI might have felt some type of way towards James Harden, but why was he approaching the ref like that? Like me as a ball player, I would never I would never approach a ref like that, as if square up to a ref.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just never been taught that way. So when he did it, I was like, is this about to be Ron Artest 2.0 or what's really going on right now?
You think BI had that in him? Like,
No,
I know he got the Compton braids, but you think he was gonna do all that?
But it's those quiet people that always just throw you off. They'll just come out and do some crazy, nonsense. So you just never know. I would hope he wouldn't do that. But it was just, I was just confused from that. But everybody else, I understood. Rondo did spit on CP3.
Yeah, I saw it now. At first, when they showed the original video of it, I'm like, you can barely tell. But when they do the little zoom in thing, I don't know who it was that meme that. Yeah, he definitely spit.
Yeah. Everybody was blaming Melo at first.
I know. Like, Melo just can't wait, yo. Melo is always getting blamed, bro. Leave my man Melo alone. Look, all right, so I'm going to defend B.I. for a second here because I agree with it. Yes, he could have handled it better, but I feel like, look, my man B.I. is standing up for all of the people that have been victimized by James Harden's flopping nature and getting. Look, we're going to play the video clip by piece in here in a second. And I'm telling, B.I. has the right argument, but I think what it was, because I think at the time he only had 12 points in that whole entire game, and frustration on that end also probably built up with the fact that he got shoved into the pylon or whatever you call it, I'm talking
the middle divider.
Yeah, and then he got the offensive foul or got the defensive foul. So I'm on B.I.'s side. Man. I ain't gonna lie to you. But we gonna run this play by play, and we're gonna talk about it, and then we're gonna put it to bed because I'm tired of hearing about this whole fight thing because it's over. I should probably mention Brandon Ingram got his 4-game suspension, Rondo got a 3-game, and CP3 with 2. Thoughts on that, real quick?
CP3, I feel like it was. I mean, I think it was pretty much fair. I don't think anybody got anything questionable. BI, I think, was a little high just because this is his first time being suspended. I think it's more so because he instigated and they want to come down hard.
I get it.
Pause.
Okay, I was and we're off, ladies and gentlemen.
and so they just wanted to establish that, hey, don't do that next time, so on and so forth. That's all. So I don't know. I feel like Rondo and CP should have got the same amount. I'm okay with BI's 4. I mean, I think it probably should have been 3, 2, and 2. But, I mean, 4, 3, 2 is not too far off. I don't like that CP3 got the lesser of the – I think him and Rondo should have got the same amount. Mind you, Rondo initiated it, and that's probably their excuse why he got an extra day. But I don't know. The poke in the eye, it counts too. Absolutely.
That's my point.
Poking the eye, picking his nose, man. He wasn't. You don't go for the eyeball.
That is, look, as my man Dwight from The Office says, the eyes are the balls of the face, man. You don't mess. You don't go for the eyes, yo. That is disrespectful. All right, so we about to.
Eye gouge.
Yeah, man, I don't like it. So we about to go into the video real quick. We're gonna go piece by piece. I don't know if you can see it in the stream. I don't know if you delayed it. It doesn't matter. You've seen the fight. But let me go in the comments here real quick, so I'm not leaving anything behind. Scrolling up. I saw the homie said that he wants Kawhi's laugh in the soundboard. That's for sure in there. That's definitely in there. It's a backwards laugh. Just in case we don't go over it, I just want to say, shout out to Trae Young for dropping 35 today. He 20 piece in the first half. Like, that was crazy. I saw that in the comments. Trae Young's going to be nice, man.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I like Trae too. And the Dennis Schroeder trade was the perfect move to just let him live. The Hawks are gonna suck for a few years, but Trae's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be like kind of like what the Warriors did. But
it's very similar.
I hope Atlanta doesn't get the Warriors' luck. Let's just say that.
Why don't you want Atlanta to get their luck?
No.
I'm a fan. I wanted Lloyd Pierce on the Knicks if we did not get Fizdale because I was just so over us shooting for the stars with coaches. Like the Budenholzers and all those guys. I really thought if Fizdale fell through, we were not going to get a Mark Jackson. We were going to get a Budenholzer. I wanted Lloyd Pierce because Lloyd Pierce was a part of the what's his name? San Antonio. He was part of that whole thing for a little bit. And he was actually with Fizdale for a little bit too as an assistant coach. Or with him as an assistant coach. So I like Lloyd Pierce. I think he's gonna be fun for that team. He's a young dude. He loves those kind of players. Seeing him when we went to Summer League was really cool too. But I just want, I like him as a coach, and I hope Atlanta figures it out at some point. Nah, Atlanta's leadership is trash. Yeah, because they're all young. I mean, it's just Vince Carter.
Literally.
Yeah,
literally.
So it'll be fine.
He might be the GM next year, so who knows?
Yeah. I hope not. Who? Vince?
Vince, yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about coach. I'm like, I'm not a fan of the whole coach GM thing. But yeah, look, shoot, man, Vince.
Shout out to you over there in Minnesota.
Yeah, Tibbs, yeah, man, poor guy. I was mainly actually taking a shot at Doc, but he handed the keys over to Lawrence Frank, so it's okay. All right,
is Lawrence Frank really the GM?
I know, right? That's the thing, because Lawrence Frank was his assistant coach for how long, and then he's like, yeah, just let's pretend.
I'm your boss.
Yeah, let's pretend that you're the GM, and whatever. Or the Hornets' new head coach. Yeah, what's his name? French dude, right? Is he not? He's not French, but he's foreign.
He's a foreigner, but I don't.
He's from
top of my head.
D'Antoni, from Popovich's crew as well, which is why Tony Parker went over there to be his vet. Which
James
I like
Borango.
Yes, that's his name. Hawks could be Hawks will be the bottom seed. We're talking about long run. What we both were talking about was long term. We're not talking about this year they're gonna be trash. Like this year, next year they're gonna be trash. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. They're going to be fun to watch because of Trey, but they're going to be trash. All right, so let's get into this fight so we can get past it. Here we go. I already have it queued up to the James Harden push, and then we're going to go into that, and I'm going to go piece by piece with it.
James Harden push.
The James Harden shove, his common technique where he initiates contact and gets the foul, because James Harden does James Harden. So let's break this down, ladies and gentlemen, with a CK2K breakdown. So here you go. On a fast break, you can see Lonzo Ball in full stride, thinking that he can stop the whole three Houston Rocket players in the front, which he won't. But where's Brandon Ingram? Brandon Ingram's like, he's got to be ahead of him.
He's already past Lonzo.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. So never mind. Scrap everything I just said about Lonzo Ball, man. Let's play.
Taken by Harden.
Here we go. So
Harden,
you see the flop and the push, right? See, okay. Why it look like I wish I could zoom in. Why it look like Brandon Ingram doing the Sonic run or Naruto run? Like
whoa.
Brandon Ingram in full stride. But so there it is. He initiates the content, and then he does the content. YouTuber life. He initiates the contact, and then does a little neck snap, and then draws the foul. Right. So
at this moment, do they count it?
The guy's upset.
They say the foul occurred before the gather.
See, he's never put the ball back down.
And Harden's upset because he thinks that it was all in motion. He should go to the foul line. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, because you were watching the game. I was not. I just was watching it after.
Yeah, he was upset because he thought it should have been an and one.
Right. And it wasn't. He made the layup too. See, I wasn't even paying attention. I was watching Ingram break his neck over on the hoop. So there it is. So then, so he's there making a big fuss about it. And then B.I., as you guys saw, shoved him. Wasn't a fan of it. So now B.I. getting in the ref's face. Shout out to B.I. for being the real hood. For getting in the ref's face.
Shout out North Carolina.
Bro, like, oh my goodness, man. He let the Compton braids get to him. He's going.
What nobody is talking about is Lance Stevenson being, hey, trying to push everybody out.
Lance Stevenson came from the South and came. Look, you can see his little head poking in. He tried to take everybody out of it, and he does. And shout out to Lonzo Ball for not pulling the Phoenix situation and walking away and actually going in and being a part of it and breaking it up, being a peacemaker here.
Been handed out now. Ingram.
So
looks like he's confronting Jason Phillips.
Well, the technical foul was on Ingram for shoving James Harden after that play.
I'm not sure why. What happened?
James Harden's confused. LeBron looked confused. I know. That's when you know it's a mess, when Lance Stevenson the one trying to calm people down.
Who would have thought?
Anyway, so as you can see right here, things are boiling up between the three old heads. If you look over by ref number 23, you see Carmelo Anthony acting like he doing something when Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo are getting in a heated debate about something, but we don't know what it is yet. So now Lonzo going to walk B.I. over because James Harden trying to get that action.
Pretty mild mannered.
So then right now here it breaks off. They see it breaks off. It breaks off. punches are thrown. Mike Breen is losing it. By the way, shout out to Mike Breen for deciding to go work for ESPN instead of working the Knicks home game. Love you, Mike. No, I'm just kidding. I just whenever Mike doesn't work MSG games and we're home, it hurts a little bit inside. I understand, the man's, the voice of the NBA or one of the many voices of the NBA. But anyways, chat, I'm coming back to you guys. Don't think I don't see y'all. What's up?
Over at Turner Sports.
Huh?
Imagine if you were working in Turner Sports.
Yo, that'd be too many powerhouses, man. Kevin, him, Marv. That's too many. I don't like it. No, he need to be on ESPN. ESPN needs him. Anyways, back to the real task at hand here. So it's breaking off. We don't know what happened. We just see things going on. We see celebrities standing up. Y'all see Travis Scott losing his mind. It's madness. I don't even know what
standing up to.
Huh? Who?
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey getting it. Nipsey ain't gonna do a damn thing, but he acting like he gonna do something. So here we are in the middle of things. Security's in there. LeBron James hugging the wrong player. We're gonna pretend like he did it on accident when we know he did it on purpose.
Ingram comes in. He's throwing punches.
Security guards.
Security trying to separate. So are some of the teammates.
All right, so this is the point where you pay attention to the scuffle with Carmelo Anthony and Brandon Ingram and Lonzo. Here's what bugged me. Melo. Let it go. Like, I understand he was mad because B.I. went in for the late unnecessary hit. I get it. But Melo was over there. He was getting on my nerves. I don't even know what he was saying, but he was just – Lonzo's trying to get Brandon out of the situation. Brandon's out of it. If you are looking at saying you see Lance Stevenson like, yo, there's craziness going on. I'm not a part of it. But it's just madness right now. But everyone pay attention to Melo because Melo like the that old dude that just wants some action from anybody he can get
back
from.
Say, hey,
yeah.
let me talk to you for a minute.
Hey, yo, feet stand. Hey, come here. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Like, no one's listening to him. All right, so this irritates me. Just watch Melo.
Boy, that quickly erupted into something ugly.
Look at Melo. Get off of him. Like, I thought he was trying to calm it down. No, Melo just talking.
Ball trying to keep Ingram away.
Go away, Melo. Stop.
And then in another spot, another fight erupted.
And then they have to break them up at the end.
That's what I'm saying. And like, just. Anyways, that's the gist of that situation. Basically, I think we're gonna let's get a little zoom in on what happened for those who have not seen it. If you have not seen it, you've been under a rock. But here we go. So we got the initial, here we go. So, we got Brandon Ingram doing the Sonic run once again.
The initial foul.
That's how I'm complaining.
Ingram's upset.
You guys like, yo, stop.
Pushes Harden.
Okay.
The technical foul.
Yo, I want that as a cover on my phone case. Just the way B.I. yelling at the ref like a thug. I thought B.I. was just one of the nicest dudes. I didn't know he had this in him. I got a little more respect for him.
To your surprise, to all of Laker Nation,
I could
surprise.
imagine. Yeah, because I'm just here thinking B.I.'s like this the nice guy.
He's quiet to himself, bro, and then all of a sudden you want to do this.
Yeah, man. Anyways,
threw us all off.
Threw everybody off. Look at Rondo. This is a perfect pause. Look at Rondo's face in the back. He's like, I'm about to break someone's face. Look at Rondo in the back scheming. He's like, oh, this is my time to get at Chris Paul.
It's my time to shine.
and then here's your boy Lance Stevenson. Hey, break it up in the back.
Hey.
All right, so
and Ingram gets
this fight was
in the face of Jason. You know what? I think it was Harden behind Jason Phillips. That's why he went
down. And here's where it gets crazy. Eye open. Look at that. Finger in the eye socket. Not a fan of that. We get the spit. You spit in someone's face, you retaliate. I get it. But at the time, I didn't see the spit.
Paul gets in the face. Rondo throws a punch. Paul throws a punch. Ingram comes in here. He throws a punch.
B.I. going in there with the flying scissor slap.
Those three.
All right, and that's pretty much it. Everyone's seen it by now. We've gone over it enough. Now this is a perfect pause. The main thing a lot of people were talking about was LeBron going to the aid of Chris Paul. As a Laker fan, Sir Brandon, please elaborate on how you felt about that situation.
I wasn't too big of a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I understand as LeBron that this is no longer about basketball at that particular moment, but as a Laker fan, it was kind of upsetting. It was kind of like, let me protect my friends before my teammates, or let me protect my investment before, anything else.
Yeah.
So it rubbed me the wrong way. Hopefully, I don't know. He's got to do some explaining, or if he doesn't do any explaining, just throw some like 40-point games so that we can forget about it.
That's what I was gonna say. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. LeBron come out, pop off against San Antonio, and we're gonna be like, LeBron did what to Chris Paul? What's happening?
Exactly. Well, all Laker fans would be like, "Oh my God, he's the greatest of all time." Like, if he does that, people will start forgetting. So
I'm a little indifferent on it. I think it would have been different if I was a Laker fan. Then maybe it'd be like, "Yo, don't be hugging the other team." But it's like one of those things where it's like outside of basketball, you know that they're cool like that. Maybe yes. Of course, he should have gone to his team first before going to Chris Paul. But maybe in his mind, he was thinking that he was the one guy that could, I don't know, de-escalate or mediate whatever TP3 was going off because we know he's a little, pit bull. So I don't know. Yeah, I see both sides of the argument. I'm indifferent on how I feel about it. Go ahead.
We need one of those cameras to be able to hear all the speech,
the chirping and stuff.
All the B words, all the S words. We need something like that. Someone should
Cheerios talk. Yeah, 100%. All right, so real quick, I saw in the corner of my eye, Payback Carter said, "Hold up, rewind to BI's punch and pause it." So I got you. Y'all want to see Brandon Ingram's? He did not get a good hit in, but we gonna get in there on this real quick, and we gonna get a nice extension on BI's punch. Hold on, y'all.
Nick's owner said, "Why is everybody acting like this is the first NBA fight ever?
Facts.
It's not that big of a deal.
It's just because there has not been a juicy one in years."
So I think the last good one was that at the Knicks?
Comes in here,
Carmelo and
he throws a.
Oh God, are you that was far back? There's none in between that one. You don't think? I know exactly which one you're talking about, but he was on the Nuggets at that time. But
he throws
you don't think there was none in between that?
I just brought that one up.
Yeah, you just wanted to bring it up. Yeah, pretty much everyone we fought came to the Knicks a few seasons later. So everybody that got in the fight with us was like, "All right, so we're Knicks now. This is cool." There it is. This is the best I can get. You can see Ingram's skinny little arm in the middle of there, getting a swing. I think the point that you're trying to make, Carter, is that he missed. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Landed. I think BI landed.
Yeah, I think he landed it. He definitely landed it.
Who, his own teammate? That's what it looked like.
No, Chris Paul. Rondo, they planned this out perfectly. Rondo ducked so he can get Chris Paul.
Oh, planned. Calculated. I forgot.
Nah, but look, LeBron is there's a milk dud in front of PJ Tucker's head, right? I don't know if you can see it. There's a little milk dud right in front of PJ Tucker's head. Yeah.
Barely.
So I think that, and that's the thing too. So here it is. Here's my new conspiracy. LeBron was not holding Paul to hold him back.
Oh, he was holding him up for body shots.
Yes, he was. He was holding Chris Paul so he could get a good shot, and then he played it off like, "Yo, we still homies. Are you good?" This is see. You know what? Shout out to Payback Carter for making me find that.
I see you, LeBron. Okay, I take back everything I said in my video and right here. I apologize,
there it is.
LeBron.
LeBron is the GOAT. See, there it is. Thank you. Conspiracy solved. There it is. Sign, seal, deliver it. That's what happened. That's what actually happened. We're on it. We're on it. All right. Any final thoughts on this fight so we can move the freak on?
Let's have more of them.
You want more of them?
Yeah, so just because this is a hot topic.
You're about the fights.
I'm not about the fights, but it's just entertaining for us to talk about,
Yeah.
That way we have something to talk about on our podcast. I mean, let's say next week Frank gets in a fight with
Stop.
He gets in a fight with Giannis.
Frank Ntilikina is an angel. Okay? Frank
okay, fine.
Will never ever stand up to anybody or fight anybody, okay?
Frank, I need you to name like your most thug player right now.
Frank Ntilikina is an absolute angel. Frank would never ever resort to any kind of pushing or shoving. Okay, Frank is an angel. Frank is an angel. Can I just make this the background for the rest of the stream?
See, look, this ain't angel-ish. He pushed him.
That is a young god. And now the thing is, he's coming for LeBron. He's 6'7" now, LeBron. You hear me, LeBron? Mr. 6'8", 250. What? We'll see you in 2 years. Frankie's coming for you, Braun. Nah, okay. What'd you ask? Who's a what? Name somebody that what?
Name your most thuggish player on your team right now.
On the Knicks?
On the Knicks.
No, man. Beasley's gone. You know what? I feel like Alonzo Trier has an edge to him.
I can see that.
I'm still thinking that Cantor's not really a thug like that. He talks.
Hell no.
Hell no. I mean, he'll back up his talk, but he's a talker more than we don't have
about that life.
Yeah, maybe Mitch, because Mitch. I feel like he can talk that talk because of the whole thing with Markieff Morris. What is it, Markieff? Which one is the one in Washington? Markieff, right? So I feel like, and he a New Orleans kid and Louisiana kid. So I feel like he probably can talk that talk. I don't know if he's really thuggish, but that's the only one I can really think of because we got a bunch of young kids on our team, man.
Yeah, maybe nobody's really established.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with my money. I'm putting my money on either the rookies, Mitch or Trier, because Trey looked like it. Tim act like he thinks he's a thug, but Tim Hardaway ain't no thug, man.
Tim ain't no
he a
thug.
basketball son.
Yeah, Tim ain't no thug.
You know what? My money going on Ron Baker. There it is. All right, next subject.
Done deal. Done.
Ron Burgundy going there and fight some fools. All right, let's talk. Let's get with the chat. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna skip up a little bit. It's Frank CK2K. What's Frank? What do you mean? So we talked about the fight. We're talking about the whole thing with the fight. So I'm going up and seeing what you guys had to say. What about Ron Artest elbowing Harden? That was in between the Knicks and Nuggets fight, but that wasn't really a fight. That was a one-sided thing, and Harden, I think that birthed Harden the flopper.
Yes. I mean, just watching him play for so many years too, from high school all the way to NBA life. He's been doing the same thing his entire career. So,
yeah, I don't know. I won't count that as a fight. We all know that LeBron is only in LA because of his business. No other reasonings. I said reasonings. Thoughts on that?
Yes and no.
I agree. I don't think it's the only reason. I definitely think it was a factor.
Yeah, it definitely was a factor. But I mean, if you didn't know that already, did you just start watching basketball this offseason? Or LeBron's always been about expanding his empire.
100%.
So I'm not too surprised if there was other motives.
Yeah, I think the
first person he wanted to talk to was Magic. It wasn't Rob Pelinka or anybody else.
And Magic is known for doing the same thing.
Exactly.
He's big in the business world as well. I mean, he's only the president of the Lakers and part owner of the Dodgers, but that's neither here nor there.
And a soccer team.
That's right, LAFC. You're right. You are right. He has stock in that as well.
Fat Burger, 24-hour fitness. Edward Cinema.
What are you talking about?
I think that's where Magic owns all of these.
You damn.
Yeah.
See, LeBron knows what he was doing. He planned that out. Nah, Frank got a mean streak, bro. That's what the Real Shark says. Shout to Real Shark.
See.
I refuse to believe it, man. Frank. I saw Frank with a fanny pack. That don't mean nothing to me, man.
Shark, you understand, bro. You see it. I see it.
Frank is a good kid. Frank would absolutely never. That's me as his proud father. Talking about Frank would never do anything terrible. Who y'all feel about the rookies so far? Wait, how y'all feel about the rookies so far?
Man.
In our first episode, we talked about who we have as our rookies of the year. I think
we both had
Luka.
Yes,
but you had a two-way tie, and I had some bad news for the part 2 of your rookies of the year.
Yeah, I saw he's down for the count right now.
He's down for 4 weeks, bro. 2 to 4 weeks, but my thoughts. If you hurt and you on the Knicks, come back when you are completely healthy. Don't be doing that. I think I can go stuff. Don't do that on the Knicks.
My man runs like a deer. Like why?
Okay, but tell me he doesn't look like Giannis when he first came into the league. The way he moves, like he don't know how to use his long build. Look up rookie or sophomore Giannis Antetokounmpo foot. I'm not saying they're the same player. I'm just saying that is one thing I used to get scared of with Giannis is like he was just too big and looked like Slender Man running around, but didn't know how to use his limbs. Sometimes Knox worries me about that too, but then at the same time, he's a student of the game, so hopefully that
literally looks like a deer. I'm looking up photos.
Man. He does with his big old feet. Shout out to Pumas for breaking his ankles. Anyways,
yeah.
I don't know. I like the gray colorway that he had on, but anyways. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes for giving me major fantasy points. That's neither here nor there. I just had to say that real quick. You have any fantasy teams this year, Brandon?
And we talk about football on this NBA.
No. I know, right? Look at us, man. We do it all on this podcast. Coast to coast goes from sport to sport as well.
No, you got any fantasy teams? Yeah,
I don't play no fantasy.
Don't do it, bro. It's stressful.
I gave up on fantasy like 2 or 3 years ago.
Because you had bad situations, or you just
I just never
too much to handle? Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect it. All right. So let's move on to the next subject. At least their Clyde shoes 100%, but Clyde shoe ain't protecting his ankles. All right. So the next subject is basically just a rundown from just NBA in general this past week. Let me pull up the standings. You been watching any NBA outside of just the Lakers?
I watched a few games here and there.
The Knicks?
No.
Well,
did not,
ladies and gentlemen, this is the last show Brandon will ever be on. I was playing. Nah, that's cool, man. Although all three of our games have been great games. I'm just gonna say it. Even the Celtics, look, we lost by 2 points against Boston, yo. Mind you, the first quarter was trash.
I've been keeping up with your videos, so I know what the deal is. You still mad at Tim?
I am mad at Tim.
I feel the same way with Kuz.
Yeah, I'm wishy-washy with Tim because it's like I know he can be that guy, but then he gets selfish and he makes us lose games. Also, shout out to the Clippers for almost beating the Rockets and proving that they're the real LA team. Anyways, on to the next thing. The Clippers are up 104-95 to the Houston Rockets right now with 6 left in the fourth.
I'm giving you a chance to redact your
about
statement.
to go 2-1 for the season as the Lakers are.
I see now you're not.
Look, Brooklyn is up on us too, I think. So don't lose your mind. Nope, Brooklyn has the same record as us. That's right. They lost yesterday. So bad news for the Lakers. Lakers suck. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Lakers, it's early, dude. LeBron does this all the time where he has those wishy-washy starts and then midway through the season some sparks up. But yeah, man, NBA season so far has been dope. I have been paying loose attention to what's going on. I get so into the Knicks in the beginning of the season because this is the time where we'll play our best basketball. Unless we're like playoff bound. I'm just gonna be real because everyone's so optimistic and so the magic is in the air. The Knicks can do this. The Knicks can do that. So we play our best basketball.
This is the time to steal games.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right.
Exactly. So
while everybody's like fresh and not knowing like all their sets,
don't know their sets, don't know their plays, don't know nothing like that. Yeah, I feel like we can like the Boston game where we should not have been in that game, but we almost did win it. But from what I have been paying attention to a lot was Kawhi. And I have been saying it coming in. A lot of people still have the Celtics as their favorite. And I'm not saying this is a hot take because I know there are other people who agree and it's not really a burning subject. But like the Raptors were first in the East last year with LeBron in the East and that trash team that they have with a DeMar DeRozan and, a deep Raptors team. You replaced DeMar DeRozan for Defensive Player of the Year, MVP candidate,
a better player.
Exactly. You can have the question marks about his injury woes and all that stuff, but we all know that the injuries were
fabricated.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. So and early on in the season, he's had back-to-back double-doubles. He's had leadership games. The Raptors are just deep. So right now, to me, I think one of the main storylines in this past week and some change in the NBA season is that the Raptors, man, they're gonna be dangerous, man. I think they will definitely approach the 60 mark with wins. And that's the other thing too. A lot of the question marks were on Nick Nurse. I think Nick Nurse is doing a great job with that team.
I believe so too. I didn't know what he was. I had to do a little bit of research, but come to find out, he's a pretty good offensive coach, and he was already part of the coaching staff. I think you briefly mentioned this too in the last podcast, but they're firing on all cylinders right now. It's like they haven't skipped a beat. So shout out to them for getting the job done and establishing themselves in the Eastern Conference already with a big win against Boston. What was it? A couple days ago?
Yeah, the game, the day or 2 days before we played them.
Yeah, so they're gonna be nice. I didn't expect them to be this good, but shout out to them.
Again, but like we led this whole segment off with, it's the beginning of the season. You know, they're gonna steal wins and stuff like that. I just feel like they found their stride earlier rather than later. But then when other teams start getting into the swing of things, they might get some more competitive battles from these guys. But I don't know, man. The continuity just looks great with this team. And when you're already a playoff team and you're already a good team, I feel like the narrative is a little bit different compared to like a Knicks if we went 3-0. But we know in reality we're probably going to win 30 more games or maybe, 20 more games in the situation for some naysayers. I think we're really going to win 23 games. It's a different situation when you're a non-playoff team. You jump off strong. Look at Orlando last year. Is a perfect example. Orlando went off last year, first in the East for about a month and a half. Everyone was thinking that they were the real deal, but
everybody.
But then
we know,
right?
We know
but then once the teams were getting finding their ways, and like we've been saying, like everyone was getting the plays down, getting to know their new teammates and stuff like that. Orlando got left in the dust, and the dust, and then they dropped out of the playoffs instantly. But the Raptors, I feel like they came off of being first in the league last year. Slight changes. Nick Nurse was on the staff already. Kawhi is not that kind of superstar where he's like me. He's proven, regardless of what you might think because of what happened, he's proven that he is about the team and about the guys he plays with and about winning more so than his personal stats. It just turns out that he does everything really well.
Absolutely.
So I don't feel like I think that what we're seeing now is definitely a preview of what's to come for throughout the entire season for the Raptors. But that's what I think.
I agree totally 100%. I'm looking at the chat right now. Nemzi's asking who's the most underrated team this season?
The New York Knicks. No, I was playing. Go ahead, you can answer that. Wait, hold on. Wait, before hold on. My man Shark. No, I did not give up on the Knicks. I have been saying it in videos. I strongly stay by the fact that the Knicks will win 33 to 35 games this year. But I have said that they're not making the playoffs. I'm just going to be real with it. I would love to see a shakeup. They're not making the playoffs. Okay? That's not me giving up on the Knicks. This is me sticking to my word, saying they're going 33 games. All right?
He's pulling a Stephen A. Smith. He's just saying, no, I'm done.
No, don't look. Stephen A. Smith, when it comes, don't you ever compare me to that man when it comes. He don't know nothing about our damn team. He claims that he's a damn Knicks fan. Anyways, underrated team right now. Go ahead.
I'm really upset that you're gonna get your props on this, but New Orleans has been the most.
Welcome. That's not what I thought you were gonna say, but welcome. Hello. It's warm on this side of the pool, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm so upset. I don't get why this team is still hanging out. I didn't think that three-headed beast was going to be so effective. Mirotic is. Did you see this man playing the other day?
Beast, bro.
Did you see him doing these dribble step backs, looking like a 2K player?
Step back three, yo. I love it.
It made no sense to me. So just them. Those three players, I think, can absolutely get.
What's the third, Drew?
It's
you're talking about the big fellas, Julius Randle, him, and Mirotic.
Yeah, the first game against Houston, they have 80 some odd points between the three of them.
The big fellas.
And Julius Randle is shooting threes, bro. Do you know how upset I was mad? Do you know how upset I was mad? Do you know how freaking pissed off I was?
As a Laker fan, I'm sure you were very upset.
That it made no kind of sense.
Look, man.
No kind of sense.
Let me see while we're talking about this. Let me see if I can find this Mirotic pull step back, because Mirotic was on something yesterday, yo. But yeah,
the water from Bugs Bunny.
Who they play?
They were playing.
Because it was just yesterday.
Yeah,
there it is. Look, my man dropped 36 and 9, yo. But my surprise, I think my surprise team, because it was at the end of the game, the one I'm talking about. My surprise team, I don't feel like the Nuggets count as a surprise anymore, because I feel like everyone sees that they're going to be that team. I think they're going to be because they're the one of the last teams that play as a team left, which is why they're so good. And personally, I did not think that the Pelicans were a surprise anyway, so I'm not going to co-sign.
Could you say Portland?
I'm not buying on Portland. I can't buy on Portland. I think that they'll get the playoffs, but I'm not buying on Portland. It's so hard for me to buy on Portland when they're just an incomplete team. We've seen in the past, there's only so much that those two can do. In Lillard and McCollum, they need something else. I thought, because I'm a fan of what's his name, Nurkic. Yeah, I liked him for that team because he's a health risk. He's always hurt. And he can't shoot. And in today's NBA, especially in the West, he can't do none of that stuff. I don't know, man. The Kings have been impressing me so far. I don't think that's going to last, but they've been impressing me. Shout out to my man, Amon Shumpert, dropping 26 tonight. I was watching him play, and my man Shump out there bowling. Bowl is life. But I want to say Phoenix. I think long term, I want to go Phoenix. Right now, I think what's Phoenix's record right now?
Dallas.
I like Dallas. They're one of my dark horses for sure. Phoenix is 1-1 right now. But yeah, I can go with either one of those. I can go Phoenix or Dallas. Those are going to probably be one of my surprise teams. I think Dallas has a better chance of slipping into the playoffs because they have a playoff team kind of right now. That's so hard for me to say with a straight face. But
much more. I think better veterans around them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think Barnes is going to have some help because, I mean, Barnes has shown that he is, yes, all-star caliber. Barnes is like Tim Hardaway to me. He's a great player. He's a good person on the team, but he can teeter that line from being all-star, but maybe not quite there yet. Yeah, I'm going Dallas or Phoenix, one of those two, either one, right? Counts. Does it count? Can I count it? All right, counts. All right, let's show this this sweet step back from Mirotic real quick for the people, for the culture, for those who didn't see it yesterday. It was over here in the cut.
Literally, the 2K cheese now of those four stretch.
Oh yeah,
stretch fours.
And this is not helping 2K's case at all because now 2K's gonna be like, see, we knew they could do it, and now they're gonna keep making that a thing. But here it is. The Mirotic Mamba. I don't know. I couldn't think of a nickname. Oh, my God. Look at him square up the road. Step back.
Great job. Now 2Ks are like, it's happening in real life. Like, why can't, stretch fours do this? Oh, my God. And it's just buttered. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
I love it, man. Mirotic. Yo, I'm a fan of them. Utah. I don't think they're a surprise, though. I don't think Utah's a surprise. I think great coaching.
Utah's a top 3 team.
I have Quinn Snyder as my coach of the year. So they're great. They're a great team. Let me see what you guys have. A lot of people are saying Denver. Davis is going to be league MVP. Yeah, I have LeBron, but Anthony Davis is definitely my close number 2. Melo's defense is horrible against Tobias Harris. Melo's defense is just terrible in general. Oh, shout out to Leo. What's up, Leo? Do you guys think AD will be a Laker? Okay, I'm not answering that question. You can have that
Dreams.
But do you think it's reality? True. Do you think it's like KD to Knicks real? Or is it sorry, I'm speaking into existence. But no, do you think it's you see what I'm doing? But do you actually think it's realistic that AD will come to the Lakers?
It'd be really nice.
That's a no.
Anything could happen because we got LeBron.
That's
James.
a no. You just said no.
It'd
be nice. That's a no.
It's. I'm not trying to be greedy over here. You know how most Laker fans are like, oh, we're getting this, we're getting this too, we're getting that, and take things out of proportion. So I'm not much better. I'm not that guy.
Knicks aren't much better. The Kyrie Irving has openly and blatantly said that he is re-signing with Boston, and all I'm seeing on Knicks Twitter is, we still got a chance, yo. And look, I want to believe it. I want to be on the side, but I've again on the channel, I've been preaching. I don't see him coming. I don't see the reason why he would leave Boston to come to us. It's a different situation to me. But look, he comes. You already know I have him. My arms will be wide open, giving him a hug, but being like, "Welcome to the Knicks, bro."
That's when Chris officially moves back to New York.
Oh man, well, it's coming, guys. Just wait for it. You know how many comments I get that? Hurry up and move out here, man. Anyways, yeah, a lot of people are saying Phoenix. Phoenix is one. Suns are underrated. I see Spurs. Spurs are underrated. I need to see them play a little bit more before I say anything, because that point guard situation is gonna be rough.
Mm-hmm.
The real Neil said because we're going to sign Kyrie, Kevin Durant, and Butler, and re-sign KP. God damn. Look, if that happens, I'll shave all the hair off my face, like all the hair off my head, my beard, mustache, eyebrows, hair. No, I wouldn't do any of that. I would do something crazy, because I just don't feel like that's a possibility. Like maybe 2 out of those 3 names, maybe. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I strongly am a firm believer of KD to New York, though. That's my hashtag, KD to NY. He said, clip that bet. Joke's on you, Lil. This isn't Twitch. There is no clips. Nah, you can keep that. It's going to be on here. But yeah, back to the NBA thus far. So speaking about your Lakers for a little bit, me and Brandon had not a bet, but like I have a personal challenge. I don't know what way you would word this, but I told Brandon before the season started, I told him about Lonzo Ball. I said that Lonzo is going to shoot.
It's one game.
My man is going to shoot how much from the field? I said 44, 45, 44.
No, you said 45 from the field.
Yeah. And 40
80 from 40 from 3.
Yeah.
And 80 from the free throw line.
Yeah. I stand by
pretty
all
much
that stuff.
The 40-40-80 club.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
One game, Christopher.
Yeah. Can you briefly tell us about before the fighting, how he did? Can we talk about Lonzo's 3 and runaway before the thing even went in the hoop? My man.
Okay.
Look.
Before I even go on about Lonzo, to get my full breakdown of the game, check out my latest video. But
link is in the description, ladies and gentlemen. The link to his channel is in the description.
What the? There's a dog. Okay.
No, okay. You all right?
There's a dog barking. Yeah, I don't know what. Okay. Anyways, Lonzo. Yes. So Lonzo played his best game of the season. It's only been 2 games.
Coming back from injury.
He was 3 for 6 from 3-point line, right?
No,
something like that.
4 for 7.
He made 4 threes.
Yeah.
You're a filthy liar.
Yeah, look it up. 4 for 7.
Okay, I'm looking this up right now.
Look it up.
I don't remember seeing.
Look it up.
Okay.
Anyways,
he got himself a little layup. He looked aggressive at the end of the day, which every Laker fan will tell you that's new. All right, that is something.
It's so funny. It's like hearing a Knicks fan talk about Frank Ntilikina. That's what's funny. Hearing you talk about that sounds like a Knicks fan talking about Frank Ntilikina.
But it's just, I hope he grows from this and continues, because last season he would do this. He would have one game number 2 against Phoenix. Mm-hmm. Man puts up 30 some odd points. Mm-hmm. Right? He had a triple dub, or
no, he didn't,
close to it.
He had some good stats. Yeah.
And then the next 10 games,
trash.
We saw nothing remotely close to it.
Right.
So I need him to not necessarily bring me the same stat line, but bring me that same focus and intensity and leadership for the next game, because we're going to need it. We're out 2 of our better players, and LeBron needs help. All right, LeBron, he didn't shoot well last game. Thank God he didn't turn over the ball like in the first game. but
cool.
He needs help, and so hopefully Lonzo will be able to show up. Chris, I can't see the stats for his gas game. He's shooting.
It's fine. I'll pull it up.
He's shooting 41% from the field and 41% from the 3-point line.
Was that last one?
You heard me.
I didn't know. It's you cut off a little bit. How much is he shooting from 3?
No, I'm not repeating myself. Anyway, he is shooting also 100% from the free throw line.
What's that?
He's probably already shot 1 free throw, so it doesn't even count.
If you don't stop hating on your point guard, bro.
I do. You know I like Lonzo.
Sorry, he shot 4 for 8 from 3 last night.
See? So
what's that? What's that?
That's not 4 for 7. 4 for 7 is a big difference.
Wow,
and
you hater. You gonna let Lonzo have his time.
Like I said, it's just something. I don't want to get too high.
No, I understand.
And then I'm like, Lonzo's our point guard for the future, and then he, airballs his next threes. So it's just I'm trying to stay level headed with him and be with him while he's going through this injury process. So
I think outside of the fact that outside of LeBron James, Lonzo's probably the only other person I've followed since high school. I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm a fan of him. But the other thing is I love, and it's the same thing with Frankie, I love those guys that are their mentality is pass first, work the offense first rather than get my own stuff going. And Frank has that similar problem where it's like his mindset is moving the offense or controlling the offense before getting his stuff going and getting his own points and stuff like that, which he's improved on a lot this season. We're seeing him looking for shots off the pick and roll and stuff. He did that beautifully last night. And I love those kind of players because those are the players that win games. Those are the kind of players that do damage and attract people to your team. And I'm just happy that we have that kind of guy. I wish he was playing more point guard. I know he's our starting. I can't even say it out loud. He's our starting small forward. Frank Ntilikina, 6'7" Frank Ntilikina. He's coming for you, LeBron. And that's one of the things I love about Lonzo. And I'm openly saying this all the time too. Like Lonzo is he's in his second year. He's 20 years old, and he already has one of those. He has like the mind and the eyesight of a Rondo who's on his team that's 10 years, 12 years older than he is. You know what I'm saying? Like he has that kind of that kind of skill at such a young age. It's like it's just enjoyable to watch. It's fun basketball. I know, Laker fans want offense. They want him to score 20 points tonight because he's the second overall pick. And why aren't you more like Tatum? Why aren't you more like this guy? And, Fox is doing well this season. So now we're going to hear that again, too, and y'all playing them. And but, man, look, if your point guard can come in and only score about 11 points, but if he can come in and give you 6 boards and 7 assists, like, get out of here. 2 steals. Like, come on, man.
That's
a big deal.
More than enough. That's more than enough from your point guard. So if your point guard is doing that, that just shows like the rest of your team is capable of doing that. So
yeah, that's what. Anyways, but that's the reason why I defend Lonzo. Anyways, let's stop talking about the Lakers and the Knicks, yo. Like, come on. Like, were we some kind of fanboys? Like, God.
Seriously, jeez.
Oh my God. When do we play you guys? I'm just playing. No.
Let's talk more about the Knicks and Lakers.
No, what I did want to bring up to you, I was curious to hear your opinion on. Let me see if I can pull it up here. The Warriors. We were talking about briefly before we started the show, and the Warriors that seem to be like, and I think you're gonna. I know your answer is gonna be because it's similar. I'm sure you're thinking the same thing that I'm thinking, but I want to hear you say it live. What's your thoughts on the Warriors coming close with every game they played so far this season? Is it boredom? Is it rust? Or is it elevated level of play by the teams that they're playing?
I think some of it has to do with elevation of the conference itself.
And they did lose to Nuggets, by the way, 98-100.
Okay. I think it's a combination of elevation of the conference itself getting better, along with them being just bored. I'm sure if they had something to prove again this year, because everybody knows that they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals at very, very least this season. So they right now they're just in coast. There's no sense of real urgency. They might get pumped up, ready to play against, I don't know, the Rockets or Boston. I'll even throw Toronto in there. I don't think they really care too much, and they'll just go with the motions. Along with teams like Utah, that they necessarily didn't add any free agents to their team, but they've grown from the inside organically.
Yeah.
And so every year they've progressively gotten better and better. Houston.
Knicks. Come on, Knicks. Just keep it going. Like we are on our way to doing the same thing. Sorry, not about the Knicks. Go ahead, Warriors.
Houston is one of those that's just they got free agents
building.
So it's like I said, it's a combination of things. There's nothing that's been too different that's been going on with each year. Each year the NBA just gets better and better. There's no such thing as a definitive powerhouse anymore.
Unlike you really believe that?
Oh, absolutely. Like the NBA wanted to make sure they separated themselves from the Celtics when they won 10 titles in a row. They don't want to do that anymore. Occasionally you still have your dynamic teams that'll be very good, but they're not definitive. So I don't think that I still think there's a chink in their armor.
Okay.
It's just only a matter of time before somebody figures out the formula, which Houston technically did last season. Just injuries played a big part.
Yeah.
So
oh man. Oh, God, it's just thinking about it is just so frustrating.
I know you was rooting for them to win.
I just wanted something different, man. And I also I'm on both sides with that because I am one of those people that I like to enjoy greatness. We're living in history right now with this Golden State team. Like, hate them, love them, whatever you want to do. This is one of the best constructed teams in the history of the NBA. Mind you, they got all these superstars, but like you said, primarily it's built of players that was put together by the team themselves, like from within. Like they planted those seeds of the Steph Curry seed, the Klay Thompson seed, the Draymond Green seed. Like these guys were inbred from their own team, and then of course then you have someone like a Kevin Durant that comes and wants to join them and play with them, and then you have now DeMarcus Cousins that. To me, the DeMarcus Cousins one, I don't think he's a snake because that is just the NBA's fault for not, you're scared. I get you're scared of the injury, but it's still DeMarcus Cousins. And then, all these teams got scared. And, of course, the Warriors are like, we need a center. And we're like, wait, no one hit you up? All right, cool. We'll give you this amount of money. You cool to play with us? All right, let's get it. So it's like I don't think he's a snake for that. I think that's just the league's fault for not, trying.
Bad GMs will do this.
Bad GMs, bro. 100%. But like I understand the Knicks because we don't need two guys under those same problems. So it's like, no, we don't need to do that. Let's keep growing from within. I lost my train of thought. No, I didn't. But I do. Like I was saying, I'm on both sides as far as enjoying what we're seeing right now, but also wanting some sort of change because that's what I love about the NFL. Like, it's always different teams
NFL
in the Super Bowl compared to, like...
They hype everybody up. They can win a title. You can win a title.
This person's a sleeper. Yeah, they're on a 2-game win streak. They're a sleeper in the AFC. They're a sleeper in the NFC, blah, blah, blah. I mean, mind you, we know every other year Patriots get back in it. But for the most part, like, there's years, there's breaks. We're seeing, like... one year we're seeing San Francisco and Baltimore. Then, of course, we're seeing Seattle and Patriots and Falcons and Patriots and rah-rah-rah. But... I just miss those days where it was like, a little bit of a toss up on who got to those, got to the playoffs and stuff. Like one thing that, God, I would bring it back up your stupid Lakers, but like when the Lakers made it to the finals, not the last time, I think the first year, the Magic year, really outside of Powell and Kobe,
Lamar Odom was a transcendent player. He's one of those, guys that did everything. But outside of that, like, your starting point guard was Derek Fisher, who was like towards the end of his career, didn't really do much besides scoring about 4 or 5 points a game.
Clutch scoring.
Sure. But off the bench, and like I can't remember everyone you guys had at that time. I think you had Shannon on that. I don't know if that was a team where you had Shannon Brown, but basically what I'm saying is like those were the days where if you had that one superstar, that transcendent superstar, like the Magic as well, Dwight Howard was able to beat LeBron, in the play. So it's like those kind of days are kind of missed a little bit. I know they're gone. I'm not gonna sit here and be an old head talking about, man, I miss back in the day when everybody was competitive against each other. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, but it's like that's the other side. Of course, I'm on that side as well. But then at the same time, I'm also living in the history that we're in right now, which is why I can't hate on LeBron James, because we have greatness in front of us and we're living for, a Michael Jordan 2.0, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're getting to live in that era and see it with our eyes, so. And you could say the same thing about when Kobe was around, So I like history, but I also like change, which is why, yes, I did want to see the Rockets win that. Either way, though, I also want to see Boston win, because I feel like Boston and Golden State would have been a crazy series. I honestly think, I also think the Houston Rockets and the Cavs might have been a lot closer than a lot of people think. But we got what we got, and the Warriors are now about to go for their 3-piece.
3-piece and a biscuit.
3-piece and a biscuit. A lot of biscuits being handed out today.
And yesterday too. So
yeah, you were there. You saw that one. Yeah. All right, let me get to the chat here about what's going on. CK is mad funny. Thank you very much. Sorry, Brandon.
Feeding the ego.
You a Laker fan on the low, Niels? If you don't stop and get out of here with that,
it's facts.
I love basketball. All right, and it just so happens, yes, you have one of my favorite rookies in the draft. So of course I'm gonna follow the Lakers.
It's facts.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm a Knicks fan. We suck. Thanks, Fabio. A little early for that. We're only 1-2. Look, we got no. That hurt my heart a little bit, man. Like, look, man. Like, the Rockets are 1-2 too, man. Like, come on, bro. Just believe. Okay. Watch AD stay with the Pelicans. I think that's what's gonna happen, because they have to. People have to trade to get him. Anyways,
we can wait.
Yeah. What up, CK? What's good, Kaja? How you doing? Also, for people who are coming in new, definitely go check out Brandon's channel. He's a Laker guy. He's uploading. He uploaded his not first video, but like his first season review about the Lakers Rockets game on his channel. It's in the link. The link is in the description below. Go check him out. Go show him some love. Kemba to the Knicks. I'm cool with that. I just hope we don't pay him too much. The Wizards look a mess. Think Howard will just be a part of the mess. Wizards, there's not much that can change. I'm not a buyer on the Wizards. I've never been a buyer on the Wizards for the last 3 years when everyone's saying that they could be sneaky good and blah, blah, blah. I like John Wall, and that's as far as my feelings for the Wizards will go. Wizards are not good. They're not going anywhere. They're the Blazers of the East. Moving on.
Preach.
Talk to him. Yeah. I'm Katie to the Knicks. That right. Hey, Brendan. KD to NY. I want to see it in the chat right now. Hashtag it, everybody. I want everyone hashtagging it right now. KD to NY. Speak it into existence. Look, if LeVar Ball was able to manipulate a fight between Rondo and CP3 so his boy can start for the Lakers once again, then I believe Kevin Durant could be on the Knicks.
No. Oh, no.
The Knicks will get Kevin Durant, okay? KD.
My man's out in
Leo
Europe
get out.
somehow. It's still
Someone
like
kick Leo out.
confined. He's like, look at this. Watch. Lonzo, I got you, my boy.
Lonzo.
I got you.
Look, and Kuz too. Kuz getting on the action too. Homies, man. Homies for life, yo. Anyways.
No, man. They start music videos about each other.
God, come on, man. Ain't no big deal about that. KD, I love it. Got you all the way into. Hey, shout out, Dara. What's up? All right. So right now, I want to go over the standings because we were talking about. For those who are just joining, we're talking about surprises. And I know what I want to talk about. Okay, so I have a few storylines here for you. I can't believe I forgot about that. I have a few storylines for you. I want to know if you are buying selling or not touching. Okay, either they're overhyped, either it's real, or either you agree with it. Blah 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 blah. So
Players or team?
they're just scenarios. So you're either buying or selling on these scenarios. Okay.
Okay.
So it's earlier on the season. Some of these might be a little bit outlandish, or you might agree with them. Okay. So we talked briefly about this first one, and it is the Toronto Raptors are the best team in the East. Buying or selling?
Jeez, it's been like 3 games, guys.
That's the point. That's the point. Are you buying or selling it right now that Toronto Raptors are the best team in the East?
Buying.
You're buying it. I had a fun little thing where I was gonna press a button, but I didn't put the damn sound bite in. But yeah, bought it. Okay, there it is. It's the sound bite. It's the sound bite. All right, so you're buying on Raptors, and so we talked about this already. But we're in agreement that Nick Nurse is doing a good job as coach. Mm-hmm. This seems like more of a long term thing rather than just the beginning of the season. Spark of the moment thing. I agree with you on that. I will also be buying on the Toronto Raptors. Cleveland Cavaliers, who are now 0-3, dropping 133 to 111 to the Atlanta Hawks, are going to the playoffs. Are you buying or selling that?
I am. Wait. They are the what? They're making
the playoffs. They're going to the playoffs. We're not talking about seeds right now.
Hell no, we selling.
You selling that?
Selling.
You don't think they're making the playoffs, huh?
Man. You watched the finals.
I did.
You watched the whole playoff series with LeBron.
I did.
Come on now.
We got a lot of people buying in the chat. You selling? Oh, never mind. Leo's selling too. The Laker squad's selling.
Selling.
Okay.
Cavs to the playoffs.
We got a lot of sells. Okay, all right. So it sounds like everyone's selling. Cavs are trash. Okay, I'm buying it. I'm saying the Cavaliers slip and get it 8 or 7. They're still they to me they have a strong. Almost threw up saying that they don't have a strong roster. They have a good enough roster in the weak East to steal an 8 seed.
Clark.
Listen.
Okay, when we meet up again, so I can talk some sense.
So you can Brandon Ingram me.
Yes, 2 pieces and a biscuit right now because you're not sounding okay.
Whatever, right? I'm buying it. I'm buying it. No, actually, I had some bomb carnitas fries.
Bar.
No, I'm not grumpy. Anyway, so you're selling it. All right, that's your loss. Whatever. Are you buying and selling the comeback of Pumas on NBA players? We already have 2 players that are Puma athletes that are injured. One not in the Puma shoe, one in the Puma shoe. DeMarcus Cousins is injured, and Knox is injured. I just brought those up just for I don't know why I brought them up because only one of them actually played in them. But are you buying or selling? Okay. Well, the main thing that made me bring it up is for the Knicks. Alan Hahn did a whole thing on the comeback of the Puma shoe and the looks and the colorways, and there are these bright yellow and reds, which I'm sure you've seen at some point in the league.
Yeah.
Kevin Knox was probably one of the first ones to show the gray and whites, which we've only been right now. We've only seen the black and white, white and black, and the bright yellow and red. Kevin Knox wore the grays, got hurt in them. But are you buying or selling the comeback of Pumas in the NBA?
I feel like everybody's first shoe.
Zaire Smith, thank you. I knew there was another one that got hurt. Zaire Smith, thank you. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, oh boy.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyways, I feel like everybody's first shoe, nobody's a big fan of. Do you remember Steph Curry's first shoe?
Yeah, Under Armour failed him for 3 years.
Yeah, so I feel like it's just
I endorse his shoe heavily on it. I like the Sixes. I do. I really like the Sixes. I'm a fan. I like them.
I think you just and same thing with Lonzo's new shoe, like his first shoe, and then he remixed it, and then now he's off to his second ones, and of course the price tag makes it much more interesting too.
Yeah.
But I think I would buy on Puma eventually. Obviously, right now it would be an investment, but I'll buy on some Puma shoes.
Well, I wouldn't. I think I would get killed in the chat if I didn't buy because everyone right now are wearing the Clydes, so I'm buying. I'm buying. No, but I'm buying. I like them. I feel like it's just a coincidence that 2 of the rookies that got hurt, with one with an ankle injury, the other one with a leg. I think it's ACL. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure Zaire Smith was out with the ACL.
I don't think those really have anything to do with the shoe. Kevin, like we were talking about, Kevin Knox runs like a newborn deer, so it's one of those things where he rolled his ankle. I don't think it has to do with the shoe. So all right, so we're buying. So we got 2 buys in the sell. Just for those who are coming in late, Brandon does not think the Cavaliers would make the playoffs in the weak East, but he's buying on the Raptors being the best in the East, and he's buying on Pumas making a comeback in the league. I see somebody asking to bring the Kangaroos back. For those who do not know the Kangaroos, actually, I can pull them up for you guys while I ask Brandon's next question. Are you buying or selling? Are you buying or selling?
On?
Are you, Brandon, Wars World, buying or selling?
On what?
Are you buying or are you selling?
You're not about to get me with this. No, you need to explain your.
No, are you buying or selling the new? This is something that this is a personal thing, but I want to know how you feel about it. Are you buying or selling the whole year Nike's thing where every year the city jerseys are going to be different? Are you buying or selling on that idea? Do you think it's going to get played out by year 4, or do you think that this is going to be keep things fresh every season?
I feel like it's already played out.
After year 2? So you selling on it is what you're telling me.
Yeah, because I'm probably doing this out of spite, but like the NFL has a set color what is that? Color rush on Thursday nights. And everybody wants to buy those every single year, and I feel like when the like 20 years from now, those jerseys are going to be very high priced, very collectibles. If Nike decides, all right, every year we're going to just change it, it just becomes redundant, I guess. There's no value behind it, in my opinion. Okay. So I'll sell. Are
you just saying that because the last ones that the Lakers had were so fire and you're not getting them back?
No. I legit just I'm just not a big fan. Adidas probably had it right when the structure that they had. Shout out to Adidas. That's the only props they'll ever get from me, and Kanye's shoes.
KP gets
it. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of it being every year that they're changing something when it didn't need to be changed. So
okay. Yeah, I'm selling this one too. I loved the Knicks jerseys last year. The Lakers were one of my favorite ones. The Knicks were one of my favorite ones. I really liked what's that team? OKC's I liked Denver's, and now I feel like a lot of the teams now, the new ones that they're coming out with are gonna be not as good. A lot of Knicks fans are already worried about the ones that we're about to drop. We saw the pinstripe Laker ones get leaked. They're okay. I think the designs are gonna start getting wonky by year 4, year 5. So
I'm sure they're eventually going to be like, okay, we ran out of ideas, so we're just going to change one little thing about this last year's jersey, and then drop it. Nike has a thing of doing that too. Yeah. Especially with Jordan shoes. For any of my sneakerheads, they know.
They know. All right. Well, I also want to. I'm going to go back to the Roos real quick because someone mentioned the Kangaroos. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to the cursed jerseys that the Knicks once wore, and I would love for them to come back. Are the orange jerseys that we wore for 4 or 5 games? We lost every single one of those games, and it became cursed. Sorry, I didn't mean to go back. I want them back. I miss them. Okay, I want them back.
You sure you just don't want Melo and Stats?
No,
back?
I don't. No, they can be wherever they are. I loved them when we had them, but right now, KP and Kevin Knox are a better replacement for the two of them. Yeah, they were cursed, but I love them because I'm so tired of orange being an accent for the Knicks that I want an orange jersey for the Knicks. Okay, all these years we've had orange as an accent. Make it a full jersey. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yo, I feel you, CK, my man. Or the St. Patrick's Day jerseys. Yes, the green ones. Those jerseys. Oh, God, I can go on about Knicks jerseys. Anyways, I think I have 2 more for you, Brandon. Okay. Are you buying? Yes, 2 more.
excuse me, are you buying or selling on the new NBA rebounding rule, the offensive rebounding rule, where it goes back to 14, or it doesn't go to full 24, it goes to 14 seconds?
I think it needs to be tweaked a little bit. Instead, so what they have it now is say, God, I wish I can show you a play, and that way it'd be a lot easier. So say it's a loose ball, right?
Yeah. We have a lot of buyers, by the way. So if that sways your investment, there's a lot of buyers in the chat.
Like say there's a loose ball going on, both teams are fighting for it. There's no clear definitive who gets the ball. It goes out of bounds. Refs have to go to the podium to figure out who's out of bounds on. I feel like no matter what, from that point, it should be reset to 24. I'm okay with it being how it is now. Like if you get a tap out and your team gets the ball 14 seconds, no big deal. I'm okay with that. Yeah. But when it's not definitive and they have to go, ask for help, did you see it, or go to the podium to go see if it's who's out of bounds, I think it reset to a 24 second. So I'm buying it technically.
So I get your tweak. I too. So you are buying it though?
Absolutely.
Outside okay. I am buying with a counter offer though. I also have a tweak. It's a minor tweak. I like it. My thing is though, I think if a shot is put up before they reach 14 seconds and you get the offensive rebound in that situation. So say I pull up and fast break, I pull up for a 3 and there's only 4 seconds came off the clock. I get a rebound. It should go back to 24 seconds. But if it ever passes that 14-second mark, I get offensive rebound. Then every time goes back to 14 seconds. That'd be my only tweak to it.
It's like with fouls. If you foul within 5,
that's exactly what I'm basing it off of. Yes, 100%. But that'd be my only tweak. Outside of that, I do enjoy the rule. I like it a lot. We're getting a lot more high-scoring games. We're getting a lot more possessions. The games are more, they're a little more fast-paced, which is what we want. And that's exactly what the chat's saying. We're seeing scores are high AF, more possessions. I support it. Too many new rules watering down the game. Okay, that's a good argument. Makes sense. Yes, thank you. So yeah, I think I'm cool with yours too. Because reviews have become so much stronger in today's game. I agree with what you're saying as well. But overall, I'm cool with it. It makes the game go by faster. It makes inbound plays a little bit more important. So I'm with it. Yep. And this is the final one on today's installment of Buy or Sell.
I like Buy or Sell.
You like Buy or Sell?
This is interesting.
Interesting, yeah. And you're doing a good job. I still think that you are giving in too early on selling on the Cavaliers, but that's not.
Selling. Give me my money.
Whatever. It just like the same thing we said with the Raptors. It is only 3 games in, and you're already selling that Cavaliers team. Just like it's only 3 games in, and you bought the Raptors.
I like Colin Sexton, but he's not LeBron James. He's not Steph Curry.
But there's somebody on the team that has played with LeBron James.
He's not Giannis.
Anyways, look, they can do it. All right. Replays should be faster though. Oh yeah, I agree with that 100%. Replays take way too long, especially on some things that are just night and day that they decide to replay. All right, final buy and sell. This one is also that's something that pertains to the game.
Vince K-Love is trash, to be honest. Wow. Damn. All right.
He has not started off well though. How many did he even score tonight in their loss? Sorry, I will get to our final buy and sell, but I'm really curious because they got Trae Young tore them up. Speaking of the same, Colin Sexton, what did Colin Sexton even do? Because he got torn up. Colin Sexton, 4 points, 2 for 11 from the field, and didn't do a damn thing. 2 boards, 2 assists. God, and we almost drafted him. Yikes. But it's early. It's still early. But K-Love, he only had 16 points and 17. All right, 17 boards. But that
we already know what K-Love is. I don't know why people we're expecting him to be like, I don't know, something that he's not. So
you know the real reason why they lost though?
Why?
J.R. Smith didn't play. So when Earl gets back, they're They are playoff bound. Anyways, moving on to the real task at hand here. The last and final buy and sell for this fun Sunday that I will ask you. Okay. Now we saw things get rough and crazy yesterday with the Lakers. But overall the Lakers lost that game. Okay. We've seen 3 close games with the New York Knickerbockers. And we've only come out to win one of those 3 close games.
I feel like I know where this buy or sell is going.
You might or you might not. This one is just to piss you off, and it's going to piss me off a little bit too. But and I know the answer to this one, but I'm going to ask it just for the sake of the game. Are we buying or selling that the Knicks and the Lakers are going to let the younger brothers take over this season? AKA the Nets and the Clippers are going to have better seasons than the Knicks and the Lakers. Are you buying or selling on that?
Let me see some of the Vince. You heard you're breaking my heart, dude. You're breaking my heart. I don't
Lakers
know why
overrated.
You're hurting my feelings. So, are the Clippers? Hell no. The Nets?
We got buying. We got 2 buying. We got 3 buying. The Nets and the Clippers are going to have better years than the Lakers and the Knicks. We got a lot of buyers.
I don't know. How good are the Nets besides D'Lo?
They got potential. I'm going to be unbiased. Biased, they suck rocks, and the Knicks are the true NY team. Unbiasedly, I'm a huge fan of Karis LeVert. D'Lo he's still finding himself, but I like him with Karis LeVert. I like that combo. And Kenneth Faried has not come back. Jarrett Allen has been a very big surprise.
He's swatting everything.
Jarrett Allen is a beast. He's a big boy. But back to being a Knicks fan, they suck rocks, and I hope all their players get injured and they lose the rest of their games.
How many games did they win last year? Like 30?
If that. Oh God, I don't even think that many. Well, yeah, no, but they don't have a draft pick. So yeah, they lost a lot. They lost a lot of games. Hence why the Cavaliers got so high.
But what? The Cavs picked 10th or something like that?
They picked in front of us
8. So
I don't know the record because I don't care about the Nets.
Yeah, you do.
No, I like Karis LeVert. I wish we got him instead of Tim Hardaway Jr. We got the wrong Michigan kid. Anyway, are you buying on the younger brothers or are you selling on the younger brothers and you still believe that the Knicks can edge the Nets and that the Lakers are what everyone say they are and they'll be in the playoffs and they're the best team in LA?
I have so much pride right now. It's a difficult answer right now. What's the chat saying? Buying, selling.
We got sell from selling. Leo. We got a lot of buying. We got a few selling. I'm surprised we're getting as many buyers as we got. Knicks need to go to the draft, so that's why you're buying it. Nets all day. Get out of here.
You know?
No, Knicks over Nets. Got it.
I'm selling. I still.
You can't do it.
Can't because we're gonna mess up that deal for. Yeah, I still think we're a 45-win team at least.
Okay.
So I can't.
So you just blatantly said that the Nets are going to do better than the Knicks is what I just heard.
I didn't blatantly say that. No,
I
want the Knicks.
You just said the Lakers are going to ruin that deal.
This is
meaning that the Lakers are going to do well, but the Knicks are going to suck. So the Knicks aren't going to do the Lakers aren't going to do their part. And okay, I see you. I'm selling because I'm sticking with get out of the camera. I'm selling. Because I think Lakers are still going to go to the playoffs, and I think we're going to edge the Nets out by a game or 2. Because I think they're going to burn out.
Who the
Nets?
Oh,
Clippers are going to surprise, but I think both the Lakers and the Knicks are going to edge out their counterparts by a little bit.
Okay. So
I really almost bought because I do think the Nets could be better than us this year with all the injuries that we have, and I do think the Clippers could surprise and steal some games. But at the same time, y'all got LeBron. Y'all gotta win at least a few more games than the Clippers. Yeah. So I'm gonna sell it. RJ Barrett to the Knicks 2019. I want Cam Reddish.
Mr. Hernandez, you're not a buyer on Kevin Knox? Why not, my man? I saw that.
Who said that? Who did that? Get him out. I'm kidding. Zion is a young Dominique with no shot. Pass on that. Yeah, I don't want Zion.
You want Zion?
I don't. I think he's gonna be great. I just I don't want the project. It's like Trae Young. Like I think Trae Young's gonna be a great player. I just didn't want the project on the Knicks. We have enough projects and we've gone through that enough. I want guys that are gonna come in and long term are gonna be good players. And I think Kevin Knox is one of those guys. I still would be okay if we got Mikal Bridges, but Kevin Knox is definitely the better choice of those two. Killer Cam to the Knicks. Yes, I think Cam Reddish would be a dope final piece when we get Kevin Durant. Anyways, so we are approaching our final half an hour. We're actually doing really good on time. I thought we would be cutting it close. But that was buy and sell. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll be bringing that back not every week, but every now and
momentarily.
Then. Yeah, momentarily. Yeah, momentarily I'll be bringing it back. We'll be playing it again. No, throughout the year I'll be bringing that game back. We have a few segments that are going to be coming back. Like if y'all were here on Tuesday, we played L of the Week. We're gonna be bringing that back. I think
clearly I won.
You did not win that one. Then definitely I won that situation. But that'll be coming back. Buy sell coming back. So the final. I'm trying to remember the notes. The final thing we're talking about today.
You said players. I think you said players. Players or teams that we shouldn't overhype.
Yeah,
I think that's what you said.
Yeah, and I feel like we kind of talked about that, but yeah, we kind of talked about it because we were talking about the Rockets. So unless there's something that you might not you do have that you want to mention,
we briefly touched based on it, Kemba.
So you're overhyped. You're overhyped.
No. I'm sorry. He's being underappreciated. I'm sorry.
Segment fire. Appreciate you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I think he's not being appreciated enough.
Oh, he's underhyped. So you think he should be hyped up more? Got it.
Yes. Just because he's single-handedly kind of carrying that team. Remember when Nicholas Batum was like a decent player at one point?
Borderline all-star.
Yeah.
Injuries, man. Injuries are they're mean, man.
There's somebody else too I'm missing that's like been playing pretty well.
So you got more players that you think need to be hyped up more.
Yes, you're or at least for the start of the season.
Okay.
I can't
because I'm looking at this. I'm gonna get killed for this, especially after the game he had yesterday.
It's nuts, isn't it?
I don't know if I should say it. I don't think I should say it. I'm not ready. I don't think I'm ready to make this announcement to the world without getting killed because I'm gonna get killed if I say what I want to say.
It's the Nets, isn't it?
No, he's on the West Coast. He's not on the Lakers or anything like that.
The Smurf.
Okay, I'll say it, and I'll get killed. It's fine. Whatever. All right. I am not huge on Jokic.
Oh.
Yeah. After what he just did last night, 0 turnovers, shot 100%, had over 30. I get it.
This is a pleasant surprise. Tell me more.
I don't know what it is.
Neil's next door. Don't be soft.
Right. I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, they're going to get mad at me for not saying anything either, so I might as well just say it. I don't know what it is that because I want to see them make the playoffs first before I ultimately say, you know what? Yes, I'm wrong. He's that dude. But with everything he's been doing statistically and all this fun stuff, I kind of see him as a Karl Anthony Towns in the sense that he is in love with his numbers more so than he is just a winner. Does that make sense? Or am I completely crazy?
No, you're not completely crazy.
Yeah, I know I'm kind of crazy because I know everyone is riding Jokic's nuts right now.
Everybody's riding his nuts right now. Well, the people that are really loud about it are those analytic freaks.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, oh my God, he's doing it all, literally. So I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But the man still got to put up stats. He's still got to put up numbers.
And I get it. I trust me, I get it. Stats are everything in the league these days. But my thing is, I want to see him make the playoffs first, and then I will openly say I'm wrong. I have no problem ever saying I'm wrong. Mar Hazonia is proving me wrong right now for the Knicks, and I've been saying that I think he's been garbage, and he's been playing well for the season. There's still plenty of games left for me to be right on that one. Anyways, Jokic is a baller, but I just don't think he's a winner. I think he's a guy that is very in touch and very his mind is on his stats, like a Karl Anthony Towns. And then when it comes playoffs, when stats aren't as important as doing the little things to win games in the playoffs, as we've seen,
you don't think he'll perform?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I want to see them make the playoffs, which they will. This is Denver's year. They're going to make the playoffs. And I want him to prove me wrong. I really want to be proven wrong because I like that type of player. Because, like, what was I talking about? I like facilitators. I like guys that look to make other people look good. But I'm not sold on Jokic. I'm just not. I'm not. I just think he's a stats guy.
So if he just makes playoffs, is your narrative pushed away?
Oh, God. Who's Mark? Who's Mark? Oh, God. Sorry, who's Mark? I mean, this man. Anyways, what were you saying? Go ahead.
I see
man, who's
too,
Mark? Yeah, go ahead.
So if he makes playoffs this season, does your whole perception of him, does that change?
No, I want to see him play. I want to see him play in the playoffs. I want to see if, he has the same stat line and they are winning just like how they do in the regular season, or if they suffer because he's not putting up the same stats because he's not playing the same. Karl Anthony Towns, the exact same thing that happened with Karl Anthony Towns with Minnesota last year. Because Karl Anthony Towns, I feel like, and we definitely have seen, and with everything Jimmy Butler has been saying, I feel like he's a stats guy, and he just cares about his numbers more so than the well-being of the team. Hence why he has started off the season not too hot, because Jimmy Butler goes through everything he goes through and is still playing well. You know what I mean? And it's just, I think Jokic is one of those guys. This is my crazy take this is the craziest take I will ever have. He's probably one of the only studs in the league that I just have not really bought in on yet. But I do think maybe in the playoffs I will be proven wrong, and I'll openly admit it. But right now, I don't know. I don't know.
He's being overhyped? Okay.
I don't know. I think
Fair enough.
I think winning can sometimes be masked by stats, but that's just the old school me talking. Jimmy Butler is the man. I love Jimmy Butler too, Mark. So let me give you a quick background on who's Mark. Who's Mark is the homie. He's a Knicks fan. He's I love the Knicks. I love my Knicks. I know a lot of Knicks fans, but I would say who's Mark is one of the most passionate Knicks fans I've ever met on the interwebs. When we have live calls and when who's Mark calls in, you'll get to know him really well. I try to remember what it was. Well, we were on another podcast. I can't remember what the very first argument was that I disagree. I can't remember if it was not. I can't remember who it was we had a disagreement on. So then ever since then, he's been on me. He's been giving me crap about any kind of narrative or any kind of scenario I got. But who's Mark is my guy, man. He's realistic is one way to put it, but you passionate too, Mark. Nah, dude is he's that guy that if the Knicks are trailing by 19 in the second quarter and he's at Madison Square Garden, my man is gone. He ain't sticking for the second half. He gone by that night. And I respect it. That's passion, yo. Look, man, he dropped 200 bones on a good seat. Knicks down 22 by half. I'll see y'all. I'll watch the rest of the game. I'll listen to the rest of it. That's my man. That's my man, Mark. That's my man, Mark.
Incredible.
When we start getting calls and stuff, Mark definitely gonna be on one of these calls, and you gonna get to know. He's hilarious.
For sure.
But what's up? Welcome to the show, boy. Welcome. Butler to the Knicks in the offseason? I don't think so. I feel like for Plan B, maybe. But let me reverse that question to you, Mr. Laker fan. Do you really think the Lakers? What time is it? Oh, we got some time. What do you really think the Lakers can actually pull in some of these names that everyone keeps putting in the news? Or do you think that that's just all talk? Do you think Kawhi really is coming to the Lakers? Do you guys really think that you can make a trade for AD? Do you guys really think blah 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 blah?
to not be biased, and I'm dead serious about this too. We have that option. I don't think anything is definitive until July 1st of every season. But we do have that capability.
Sorry, go ahead. I spilled my water.
Jesus. Oh no, I saw that too.
You're good.
I think we have the capability to do that if we so choose. We have that option of building through our young guys. We also have that option of trading our young guys to get an established star. We also have enough cap space at the moment for, I think, next year and a half, in order to sign a free agent. So it's just, I don't know how Magic did it. I don't know how Rob Pelinka gave him the numbers to do it, but we're here.
Yeah.
So anything is possible. But I'll never. I wasn't one of those guys that was saying, "Oh, we're for sure getting LeBron." No,
which is why I was asking you, because I know, I know your fandom when it comes to the Lakers. You're very realistic with it.
Yeah, and
thank God
I couldn't even say the same thing about Paul George when Paul George was available. Like, I have friends that are close with his family, and they've told me that yes, he at one point he did want to be a Laker. But as far as him actually coming here, that's like the same thing with DeMar a couple years ago. DeMar had every reason to come here and save the Lakers. He didn't come. He wanted to start his own legacy. I'm sure there's other factors that we probably will never know, but it was never set in stone. So that's just something I make sure I don't get too involved, because it's such a high and like, oh, they're talking about us, they're interested, and then all of a sudden when we don't get them, it's like, oh
yeah.
So I'm sure I can talk for every Laker fan when we didn't get like Carmelo Anthony or LaMarcus Aldridge. Now I'm sure we're appreciative, but at that time we were like,
at that time, that would have been you probably would have got a solid year out of them.
Yeah, exactly. So nothing definitive, nothing for certain.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are on your side looking at it, the chat, pretty much money-wise, and then, now on Jimmy Butler. Mark, I agree. I think I going back to Kawhi, I do feel like we're going to get a Paul George part 2. To me, it just makes too much sense. The Toronto, like, yes, maybe Toronto, it's Canada and blah blah blah, but Kawhi is a guy that he doesn't care about the glitz and glamour like that. You know what I'm saying? It just makes too much sense. The Raptors, we both agreed, are probably going to be the best team. We didn't probably. We both agreed because you bought it. All right, so yes. The Raptors are going to be the best team in the East. Maybe they don't get to the finals this year. Maybe it is still Boston's year. Personally, I have them going all the way. I'm all bought in on the whole Raptors narrative. I don't care. I'll openly admit it. They were the first team in the East last year. You swapped in a guy that we talked about already. Anyways, you have the potential to be what LeBron James was and have a ticket. Yeah, and have a ticket to the finals every year. Especially with that deep of a team that they have there, it makes no sense for him to go and be a second fiddle for a team, especially if KD comes back or if they figure a way to bring all those guys back, to be second fiddle with LeBron James and possibly maybe not beat the Warriors still, when you could be on the East.
Second round.
Yeah, and you can be on the East and potentially get and meet them in the finals and play them for the actual chip. So to me, the narrative is similar in the sense where it's like that ship has sailed, where the Lakers should have been more aggressive on trying to get him. And because they didn't make the trade to get him, he's going to go to a place where he's going to find that this is a better situation than what could be over there. But I'm expecting a big influx in the league next year, like KD to New York, and so then the Warriors was a bit of their juice over there. Lakers probably pick up one guy who I'm not going to name because I don't know.
Anthony Davis.
You got to trade for him, bro. Anthony Davis got 2 more years. Yeah.
New Orleans is like, oh, we're gonna cut him. Could you imagine?
That would. Can you? No, I don't want to imagine. Okay. R.I.P. to Tom Benson. All right. Tom Benson would roll in his grave if he heard that. He'd be like, "They did what?
Give me my body. I need to go back to Earth real quick. Give me my body back."
Oh my god. CK2K that hype that Skype you on? Nah, we on Zoom. Zoom.
Oh. Hey.
Toronto is built to compete for the top seed in the East with Kawhi. Knicks knocks the 76ers down to 30. Yes.
Everything you said, I completely agree with.
If he stays, legacy goes.
Yeah, Vince, we saw Iman. We saw Iman. We was talking about that earlier.
Oh yeah. Oh, I shouted it out. Man, Shump's my guy, man. That hurt me more than anybody else. No, that's not true. JR hurt me a little bit too. I like the crazy guys. I'm a fan of the crazy guys. J.R. Smith and Mon Shumpert. I like those dudes. As you guys know, Michael Beasley's my guy. I like those guys that we bring in. We don't really have one of those this year, but yeah, I think the Lakers, I don't know what's going to happen there. I think that this is what LeBron's got, and that might not be necessarily a bad thing. I don't know what y'all going to bring in next season. Maybe a Jimmy Butler, which I think would be a good piece. Because if any of the scenarios where he won't be as crazy in the knucklehead in the locker room, being with LeBron James will be the scenario where he won't be. I feel like LeBron James and Chris Paul are like those guys that can, that are on his level where he would be like, yeah, I respect this, compared to being on like a T-Wolves where he got a bunch of young dudes where he like, they don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? So
yeah, he an old head. He a young dude, but an old head.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't know. I hope y'all do some, because I want LeBron to get a chip with the Lakers so we can have that narrative over MJ, and then that spices up that conversation about who's the GOAT in the NBA, because he'll be the first to ever win with 3 different teams and blah, 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 blah. And then that argument will start, and we'll be talking about that. Oh, God, Mark. God, I didn't want to. Oh, my God. Why did I?
My man said Danny Granger to the Lakers. Oh,
there it is. That's the game changer right there. That's what you guys need.
No.
Who's Mark said F the Lakers? Damn, bro. Why the Laker?
Who hurt you?
The Laker hate, yo. Look, man.
Who hurt you, Mark? Who hurt you?
I hate you for wanting LeBron to win a chip. How dare you? Look, man, I'm just saying, I want that narrative, man. I want the argument to
great
spice
story.
up. I love the story. I love history in the NBA. I think that'd be dope. And look, it's better that the Lakers do it now before when we get KD and we take a few years to get used to who we got, and we decided to start going for championships. I'm speaking it's existent. One more time with the hashtag KDs to NY in the chat. One more time with one more time chat. Hashtag KD to NYs. One more time. We got to put it in the air. We got to put it in existence. KD to NY. One more time. I just want that narrative for the team. Anyways, so we're nearing the end of our stream today. Shout out to everybody that showed up in here. We had almost as much as 80 people at one point. We're on episode 2. We're grown as we're figuring it out. Every episode. Wars World says no. Kick him out of the chat. Again, for all you guys, this isn't the end, but I'm gonna keep saying it for those who love what my man War is saying. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's link is in the description below. Check him out. Give him some ridicule. Tell him how much the Lakers suck, or tell him how much you secretly love the Lakers in this comment section. Any kind of conversation.
I do well with hate. I do well with hate, so it's okay. All right. I'm used to it.
I want to just because I loved it so much, I want to show Miritic's I want to show Miritic's crossover drop back 3 one more time just for the culture.
We need to find a way to turn into the FBI so that 2K can never see this ever. Okay. I'm dead ass like right now.
Look, man, it's real. I don't want if I see someone that's a 4 in 2K doing this,
you know you wanted to.
Listen,
Yes, again.
I'm like, come on, bro.
I'm not.
Heat check. Great job.
Look at Miritich.
And that's what is it? The Suns?
It was
the Kings.
The Kings.
So this doesn't even
get out.
Yeah,
don't you dare try to take. Don't you take away my man's bucket. Don't you take away
My man's bucket.
Do that against the Rockets, and then I'll be impressed.
Whatever.
Matter of fact, do it against Boston. Yes, Boston.
Whatever. Listen, you next time you should. As soon as we have Collins, Mark, best believe I got you. What did the Cali Heat get into you estimate? What part? Mark, talk to me. What are you so upset with me about? Talk to me. Which part? Are you talking about the Knox thing? I'll take Kawhi though. Take Kawhi where? Unicorn, KD equals chip. Factual facts. And don't forget the French Prince of point guard. All right, I'm talking nonsense. It's like let me stop being so crazy. All right, final words, B. We wrapping up the stream.
Just some motivation again. I hope you guys are making yourselves better, like I said on the last stream. But also make sure you take care of yours. You know, you only got the people that support you, and whether that's 2 minutes out of your day sending a text saying, "Hey, I was thinking about you. I appreciate you." Yada yada yada. Take the time out to do that, because you never know when the next day is guaranteed, or if it is guaranteed at all. So yeah, make sure you cherish your loved ones and recognize your support lifeline, because without them, you're nothing,
man. I like that. Some peaceful, some inspiring words from B War. Go check out the channel. Who say Trae Young? We talked about Trae Young. Dropped 35 on Colin Sexton, who only put 4 points up on the board. But yeah, man, go check out B War on his channel, Wars World. Link is in the description below. Go check out the new video by CK2K on the channel right now. It's there. Also check out the new video by Wars World. It's up there as well on his channel. We talked about damn near everything. Week 1, the NBA is in the books. Knicks are 1-2. Lakers are
first weekend
85.
First weekend.
First weekend. Oh, yeah. First weekend for us. Yeah, I'm talking about. Yes. I'm sorry, talking about the season. The season, first week of the NBA season.
The season started Tuesday last week.
Tuesday. Okay, fine. Okay, you want to be technical? All right.
Yes.
All right. Sorry.
Yes.
The first portion of the first week. Blah blah blah. Who's Mark? Damn, I should stream. Mark, are you uploading on your YouTube channel yet? Like, come on, bro. CK out eating out here. If you're talking about literally, yes, I was eating. I had water and ice in that cup, so I was eating ice. Or if you're talking about figuratively with the grind, I appreciate you. But yeah, we rock. Damn, the Laker ridicule. I told you, dog. The Laker hate is strong with the chat.
You know what? It's all right. It's all right. Just when the end of the season, we gonna have let's talk then. Let's talk then.
Let's see. All right, family, we out of here. Knicks play tomorrow. Lakers play tomorrow too. Yes. Warriors lost today. I'm loving it. NBA stuff was great times. I'll see you guys next week on Coast to Coast. Y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed.
We going coast to coast. Hey. We going coast to coast. Hey. We going coast. Make that into a beat. Steven. Matter of fact, where's Steven at? We need a beat, bro.
We gotta get him a beat. All right, y'all. Be safe. We out.